I was going to say hell, but absolute mess that we inherited in 1977. The inclusion of a provision that requires decision makers to have regard to the principles of the treaty when administering and interpreting the Act. This amendment is long overdue. We really need to give that some consideration in going forward. The question was asked, should it be reviewed? Well, you know, rating in New Zealand, we've reviewed it to death. Got a superb document came out 2 years ago. Complete, all-inclusive consultation on rates. It keeps on going on. We need to actually amend it and make some meaningful changes now. If there's a will to get into a very significant debate, well, let's, we'll be happy to participate, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much indeed.
Kia ora.
Thank you, thank you. A couple of minutes for questions.
Looking at this document you gave us about Montgomery Square, and I see that it's been changed to general title. I understood that in the Māori Act it was very difficult to change the status of Māori land to general title. Is that something that's Whakatū Corporation sees as making it easier to deal with the Crown?
It's very difficult under Turi Whenua to change the status of land, you're quite correct. There's special provisions in the Act to allow it and subject to a given process. In the case of organisations that manage perpetual leases, for instance in this case, if we hadn't had the change of designation of that land, we wouldn't have been able to agree to the arrangement with the Nelson City Council, and effectively they would have had to move to take it off us under the Public Works Act. We had the flexibility to negotiate continuing our ownership, but putting in place a commercial arrangement over that land. That will be a difficulty for most Māori landowners if their land is Māori freehold, because effectively some of these leasing arrangements for public good are deemed to be alienations over, I think, 42 years. So there is technical problems. But however, the intent is sound where you can hold your land and negotiate an arrangement for the owners and in the public interest.
So, do you know whether the Crown has been taking Māori land since the passing of Te Tū Māori under the Public Works Act?
I do know that there's Māori landowners in New Zealand where the Crown is desirous of getting the land transferred into their title. Some of it's where actually they never surveyed the land for the public work, assumed it was Crown land, but when they completed surveys they found that they essentially had made mistakes in the operational side. So then they go to the owners and the owners said, no, you get your public work off our land. So yeah, yes, it's happening. It's happening still in New Zealand.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Paul, and thank you for the team.